Research is a fundamental to human progress. Today, millions of students in the tier 2 and tier 3 cities do not have access to the proper research. They don't know what is the latest trend, what they need to study in order to progress in the career. Or even if they try to understand the research paper, they do not have a proper ecosystem of support. Maybe they don't have friends who are reading it. Maybe they are finding it research paper too technical to understand it. Thanks to the development in the era of AI, we can go to at any point of time to Gemini in order to understand the research paper easily. So what we did is we built something that we wanted for ourselves, we build it for everyone else. So clever rank is a platform that allows you to access open research paper, help you comprehend them better and grow your career. How it works is you have to go and register to create a profile. First time when we go register, it asks us what is our education background. Herein I am an undergraduate student, so I create undergraduate. On basis of that, it provides me a various streams which I might belong to: science, engineering, commerce, arts, humanities, etc. But because I'm engineer, I'm going to select engineering. Now engineering further has a different interest, so I select, let's say, artificial intelligence, deep learning, or maybe machine learning. So when I submit or create my profile, provide the input, herein the AI is able to generate a recommended papers, neurosymbolic VQA, Paragan. Then there is a future of learning in the age of generative AI. Okay, this is interesting because we at Clever Rank also believe that generative AI is going to play a huge role in bringing knowledge to the masses. So let's say I want to know more about this paper. What I do is I can read more, or maybe uh, I can, okay, let's click on view. So it gives some idea about, okay, what the research paper is about and what are the learning outcome. Here it says I would be able to uncover how LLM are revolutionizing the education by automating question generation and assessment. This is what we are doing at Clever Rank. It also says that there are prompting technique which is taught here, like zero shot, few shot, chain of thought prompting for generating a high quality diverse questions. It also the research paper also dives into how LLM can provide accurate, nuance, and timely feedback on the student response, replacing costly human assessment. So, yes, this paper seems to be interesting to me. So, what I'm going to do is, maybe if I want to know more about this paper, I click on the play. So, as soon as I click on the play, what it's going to do is, with Google Cloud, text to speech is going to provide me a creative summary or creative introduction to the paper with a core goal of piquing my interest. So let's do it.
Step into a future where education is personalized and adaptive, powered by the incredible capabilities of large language models, LLMs. This groundbreaking research explores the transformative potential of LLMs.
Other option for me is to go to search and maybe find some more relevant paper. Blockchain is another subject of interest to me, so I search blockchain and it recommends me a number of paper in the domain of blockchain. Find any other specific research paper that interests me, not necessarily from the field of computer science or any other thing. Anyway, so what I do is let's say I start reading this. So as soon as I start reading this, it is added to my reading list here. I can see that. Okay, there was another paper that I had discovered which is of interest to me. Therefore what I do is the future of learning. So I view that and I say that I want to view. Still I'm not able to make the decision on this. So what I do is I go to explanation section. I select my academic level, let's say to undergraduate, and on basis of it, it would generate a detailed summary of the research paper, so that if I want to just read it on the superficial level or get a high level overview of it, I would be able to go through it. If I want to go on the deeper level, I can always choose to read the research paper line by line. So here it has provided the details so that I can get a quick overview. Now, when I go to the summary, in the summary section, it has a various concepts identified which mandatorily I need to understand in order to have a deeper understanding of this paper. So let's say I don't have much understanding of biases in AI or maybe ethical consideration. So when I click on it, the Gemini AI provides a further understanding of the concept. What are the ethical considerations in terms of a Gen AI, etc., etc. So I can always dig deeper on the core concepts and decide. Now let's say if there are more things that I want to understand, I can always go to concepts, and here we are working on the concepts. It would provide a more detailed structure. I would be also able to chat with the PDF to have a very personalized learning experience, or very basic or very advanced question, whatever I want. So I find this research paper interesting. I say start reading. So on basis of length of the research paper, it says that I ought to be completing this in 6 days, and I go to studying it, and maybe after a few days I want to assess how much I have learned. I can go to flash questions, wherein it is going to ask me and understand what is my, it is going to ask me set of questions and validate my understanding. So once I have marked it, I would be able to always mark it as a complete. My reading list is available here, what I'm reading, how many days are left. And let's say I have completed this reading, and after completion what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on mark as completed. So once I have marked as completed, it is available for me to take any point of time assessment. So this paper is marked as completed. Now I start assessment. So herein it is asking what kind of, let's say I'm intermediate or maybe basic. So when I do the basic, it gives me some guideline for the viva voce rules that I need to follow. Here it says that I need to be articulate about answers. Total of 5 questions would be asked. All those questions would be presented live on the camera. I'll have 3 minutes to answer each of the question. Thereafter, the questions would be around summary or the key takeaways, some core concepts analysis, etc. At any point of time, I need to continue to look at the camera. Thereafter, the time management, do's and don'ts. And after understanding those, I can select start. And what it does is it gives me like 13 seconds for each question to think and structure my thought. What is the main topic of the paper? Okay, I'm thinking the main topic of the paper is LLM, wherein how it is going to impact the studies and everything. So now I'm ready with the answer. The main topic of LLM is how it is going to impact the assessment in the domain of education by automating the question generations and the answers provided by the assessment. So I'm just trying to give you a demo. Once I have completed the answers, I submit. So herein I have submitted all the 5 answers, and we can go back to the recommendation. Herein what is happening is the assessment is under review because the processing would take some time. On basis of that, my result and my feedback would be constructed. Okay, so this is from consuming the research, learning the concepts, and to the assessment. With that, what I know is, or what other information available on the platform is the leaderboard. Who are the people in the world that are ranking in the domain of computer science? If there is an institution onboarded, then I would be able to see how my classmates or my seniors are doing, or how many research paper they have studied. On basis of that, a leaderboard is created that gives me idea about my competitiveness or my learning. And there are custom tracks if I want to become, let's say, Gen AI cybersecurity expert, if I want to become GAN expert, if I want to become the CNN expert. So custom learning track would be curated by ClearRank, but it can also be curated by the colleges. Now that's that. Now what I'm going to do is, herein we have profile. So when I go to my personal profile, I'm able to see various sections here. Because I'm a new student, this is just a new account, so there is not much information available here. But let's see account of someone who has been very much proactive on the clever rank. They Abhishek Khare is our teammate. He has given his detailed introduction. His achievements include the title. He has earned the title of AI Ethics Guardian. He has completed 3 tracks in AI in cybersecurity, CNN, and GAN. He has also earned the badge for 10 paper completion, 20 paper completion, 30 paper completion. Now, this is an intellect section where we would be able to create a detailed intellect of the user based on their assessment and everything else. Then there is an interest, paper, activity, the peers, and the submissions that they have done. Now, the solution does not stop here. The karma points, or the points that students have earned, they would be able to redeem it into the various goodies. Roadmap plan for the institutions as well, wherein the institution like educator, professor, assistant professor would be able to onboard on clever rank, and they would be able to build their own learning ecosystem. They can have their own libraries of the paper. They would be able to create the classes semester 5, semester 6, semester 7, semester 8, etc. they would be able to invite their students here, create a custom group based on users in students interest or their affinity or their performance offline on the class, and provide them a specific research paper to complete. Professor would also be able to create a custom learning tracks for the student, which can become a supplement to their offline education in the college. So a lot of things are being built. So we have an admin dashboard as well, wherein we would be able to see the API calls, that then the usage of AI, the number of student registered, the paper uploaded, and all those detail. So primarily according to the mandate of the hackathon. So this is an observability dashboard that gives us a detailed information. What is the usage of the cloud system here? We can see 38.6 GB storage is being utilized for saving our more than 10,000 research paper. So far we have made 40,573 API calls. So whenever the research paper is added to our system, we make some 80-90 base API calls to construct the detail associated with that paper. After that, the user also has a liberty to do a lot of API calls based on which concepts they want to understand more. So here and during the test, we were able to create approximately 3,000 learner calls. And the recommendation model is a serverless, wherein we have we have done more than 744 times recommendation. When we go down, we are able to see the bar chart for various API calls created, some distribution of it. Herein we have specifics about, okay, how many calls are created, what is the price of it, and other details. Next we would be working on is the user dashboard, the number of users registered, the institution that are coming in, the papers that are coming in. So all those is under development. So this is our submission for hackathon. Look forward to the mentorship. Look forward to making a very polished product and access and democratizing the access to the research, not only for India but across the world.